Hey everybody, we're back. The October Country Comics Podcast. Been a few weeks. We've been up to things
and stuff.
We've been busy.
This is Devon.
Will.
Jessica Drew.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
neat.
like it.
I don't give a fuck.
No?
I'm just
Wow, right out the gate.
I don't care what you think.
it's
Oh my
fine.
god.
Your entire life is full of I don't care what you thinks.
That's
Damn
what it is.
straight.
You don't understand what it takes to make one of these episodes. You got to sit these two at a table together, and it is rough. It's a rough go around.
When Will actually, is able to, and when we have the funding, I'll be in separate rooms.
We'll be in little recording studios separated.
Little
That'll be
recording
fun.
booths.
We
I
can't
love
even,
it.
Yeah. Little booths that we'll set up where we can't even see each other.
I can't wait. It's
We're all
going to be
in rooms.
amazing. Just like that gypsy woman told us.
Actually, so I guess Funimation, like when they were doing like recordings for like Dragon Ball Z and stuff.
Uh-huh.
It was like one of the later recordings, like when they were doing, like I think like the new version of Kai or or one of the video games. But the girl who voiced Trunks, oh man,
Young Trunks or Old Trunks?
Young Trunks.
Okay.
I would say, isn't Trunks voiced by a man?
No, that's what I was wondering.
Young Trunks is, oh my god, what is her name?
I don't know.
Yeah, they do like the little boys. You just
Yeah. I can't
Doesn't she
remember.
also do Goten too?
No, I don't think she does Goten, but she's in everything. But anyway, Sean Schimmel, who is the voice of Goku. I guess he had been like recording all his lines in the booth, and like they were just like recording all their lines, and then the next person would go in.
Right.
And I guess so he's in the recording booth, and it's like they're soundproof and they're like airtight. So he let one in the recording booth right before she went in, and she was just like she couldn't do. She had to like abandon the booth immediately. Like she's like you're a horrible person.
That is a rough thing to do.
That's just a mean thing to do.
I was taking the Steve Bloom voice classes, and he was talking about I guess there was a voice actor. I can't remember if he said who it was or if he left it up, because there was one voice actor that he was talking about who has been long since dead, so he did name him, but I don't know if it was him specifically that came into a session and brought his dog, and unfortunately the dog wasn't trained enough to not
Make
poop
poo-poos?
in the studio, so it did, and the next person had to continue because they couldn't get it all out of the carpet, so every person that came in for the rest of the day had to just experience that, so that's awful.
God.
Yeah, you just got to keep going.
Laura Bailey is the voice of Young Trunks.
Ew.
Not
on her. Just I'm imagining it being stuck in the carpet, and
yeah.
I'd just be like, I'm out.
No, that's absolutely awful.
Vile.
Don't bring your pets to to a recording studio.
The best thing, actually, one of the best stories, was a Vic Mignogna story when he was talking about they had done they were all actually in their own booth, but they all had the headphones, so they were all talking to each other, and they could all like act like against each other.
Yeah.
And the kid who played Alphonse in Full Metal is actually a little kid.
Yeah.
He's actually a kid. And him and so Vic Mignogna, like in between takes, Vic Mignogna and the other guys would just start talking, and they start saying all this horrible stuff, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And they just realize they would forget that the kid was. They're like,
yeah.
"Oh my god, we're so sorry!" And the kid's just laughing. He's like,
amazing.
"They're like, don't tell your mother."
Don't you tell your mother. That's pretty funny.
You did not learn any horrible words today.
So let's get into the what have we all been up to recently? I think we should. I've been playing the Avengers game. I pre-ordered it and I've been playing it.
I have been working.
You do run a comic book store.
I do. We do. The three of us.
Yeah.
Not you. Not Will.
Right.
Steve, Kyle, and I run a comic book store.
Right.
I even said your name first. Don't give me that look.
Who the hell is Steve? I am Jessica Drew.
Nice.
I am not Judith Light. What? Don't look at me like that. Judith Light voiced her in the cartoon.
I didn't know there was a Jessica Drew cartoon.
There was a Spider-Woman cartoon.
Oh,
Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman.
Yeah.
right.
That's where I got it from, the back of your laptop.
Ah,
Which also everyone should be reading because that book is amazing.
I forget because there's a lot of Spider Women that.
No, there's a Spider-Woman. There's one.
That's not true.
Yeah, no.
I like the second Spider-Woman. Julie Carpenter. Right?
Oh.
Yeah,
And
I
isn't there
fucking
one?
like
Isn't
Julie
there one
Carpenter.
before Jessica Drew? Like really in the past?
No, you might be thinking of Batwoman.
No, I thought there was one, but I don't know. Maybe I know there was a really old Batwoman
Yeah.
back in the day that was not the current one.
No.
Completely different character.
Although she comes back and kill or shoots Talia,
Oh,
right? Isn't
Yeah,
that it's that version.
Kathy Kane.
Kathy Kane comes back and shoots Talia in the head.
No, she shoots her and takes her.
Oh, I didn't realize she took her.
And then she's just kind of back for no explanation because
Yeah, they don't-
comics.
Yeah, comic knowledge.
hey man, that's how comic works.
No, actually, what I've been doing my reread / listen of the Dresden Files.
Huh?
Because I read the new book that came out this July. It was awesome. And then part 2 of that book is coming out actually next week. So
yeah.
super excited about that. That's also going to be super awesome. And while I'm not doing my re-listen of the Dresden Files, I've been reading some Agatha Christie novels.
Wow.
So that's what I've been.
Nice.
For what movie is the one that's now coming out in 2021? They changed the date.
Oh, it's not coming out Christmas anymore?
As most movies are, like
Oh.
diving back into 2021,
Yeah.
including Black Widow.
Black Widow, Candyman, which super bummed me out.
Yeah,
Not
the
that
only
I
thing
had a way of seeing it.
the only thing I was super mad about not coming out this year was Halloween. I would have driven to Connecticut or Jersey to see Halloween.
I would have let you, because I would have been next to you or in the back of the car.
But no, yeah, I think it's Death on the Nile is the
Yes,
new
Death
is
on
the
the
new
Nile.
is the new
Thank
one.
you.
Which
That cast is bonkers. Jesus Christ.
yeah, the cast for the Murder on the
Murder,
Orient,
yeah.
that was also my only issue with the Kenneth Branagh take on it is they try to make this they try to make it like more of like an action thriller mystery.
Uh-huh.
Well, you
And
have to
it's-
translate it to today's audience, I suppose.
You don't. There's a reason why Murder on the Orient Express is probably at least in the top 5 of the greatest mysteries of all time. You don't need to action it up. And that's my only thing is that the Kenneth Branagh version kind of tries to make Hercule Poirot this action battle ready detective, and he's not. He's a little Belgian man who solves mysteries because he's just really good at solving things.
With a fun mustache.
You know, he's not like that. Like yes, with a fun mustache.
Who plays him in the movie?
Kenneth Branagh.
Huh.
But it's just weird because it's like you're trying to take this. It's a very just straightforward mystery. He's literally like
Sorry, Will.
on the in the book and even some of the other adaptions. It's very straightforward. It's someone gets murdered and he's questioning everyone on the train and he figures out who it is and there you go. In the Kenneth Branagh version, there's like a little bit more of like an action-packed kind of way of doing it, and it's like it's almost silly.
Sounds like a similar story for a certain Starfleet officer that was known for diplomatically solving mysteries and then transferred over to the movies and decided to punch every villain that he came across
Well, that's because
suddenly.
he didn't care.
Well, by that point, he had creative control.
Have we
Little
all
bit.
seen the commercial between William Shatner, or not William Shatner, sorry, Mark Hamill and
Patrick Stewart.
yes.
No.
Oh, it's
Oh,
amazing.
it is the best friggin'
It's
commercial.
It's an Uber Eats commercial.
Oh my
With
god.
Mark Hamill and Patrick Stewart.
It's everything you wanted. I personally want to order
Dude,
more.
there's
from Uber Eats.
like one of the. It's them just meeting in this warehouse
Yeah.
to do battle.
And talk about their food.
And no, like it's them. No, they're not there to talk about their food. They're just there to do battle. They just happen to order from Uber Eats.
Nice.
It's amazing.
And he like at the one line is Patrick Stewart, and he goes, your dad's not he's like, your daddy's not here to protect you this time.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh, it's
I'm
like
my own daddy.
What?
Nice. That sounds hilarious.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I feel like Patrick Stewart would be a better sport out of it than William Shatner, because
Oh, yeah.
I know that like him and Carrie Fisher kind of had like a genuine feud for some reason when it came
Carrie
to the
Fisher
subject.
and who?
William Shatner. They like went back and forth like a lot.
Oh, this is unbeknownst to me.
From my understanding, like I've seen like YouTube videos of them calling each other out. Like it could have been staged, but from what I can tell, it was like genuine, and it was like a feud they had.
Not to disparage either Carrie Fisher or William Shatner.
You watch what you say.
But for those two, like, I don't think either one had the brain capacity to stage something like that.
Fair. All right.
I mean,
yeah, I guess you got me there. Not to
I'll
speak
give
ill
it-
of the dead or anything.
No, I'll give it to you, considering she had electroshock a few too many times, too.
Well, I mean, also she did like a lot of drugs
and the alcoholism.
Like she didn't really.
Well,
treat
yeah,
herself
that's how
very
she-
well.
And William Shatner has too much of an ego to.
Well,
Oh,
that-
William Shatner just.
Well,
yeah,
no, that's how she fixed her alcohol problem.
with
William Shatner.
electroshock therapy.
Electroshock therapy.
Huh.
Oh yeah,
With
like
William
she-
Shatner.
That would make her drink more.
She had to concentrate on fighting William Shatner,
so
and that's
got
how
sober.
she stopped.
I love Carrie Fisher. Just
Yeah, let's rest in peace.
yeah.
Carrie Fisher.
I have this beautiful print that I bought in Baltimore. It's a mini print, mainly because it was towards the end of the funds of Baltimore. But it's Carrie Fisher, and she's got like that classic religious halo, and she's holding like a pug, and she's flipping the person off. It's amazing. I love this
Yeah.
print.
Annalisa was like listening to her
Diarious?
biography that she did,
Oh, okay.
her autobiography, and she was like,
The Princess Diary.
I went to sleep with that playing one night. Like she was listening to it, and she was like, "Can I keep listening to it?" And I was like, "Okay." So we both went to sleep with her just blasting like, and I met this guy Harrison Ford. He strutted in. He was so hot. It was stuff like. It was right around the time I think she got cast for Star Wars, and she was like meeting Harrison
and
Ford.
Will had the strangest wet dream pertaining to Harrison Ford
Yeah.
in his entire life.
Yeah, I know. It was the strangest thing.
Oh, speaking of, Billie Lourd is pregnant, by the way. She's expecting her first child.
I thought she just had her
Congratulations.
Oh, did she have it?
Yeah, I thought she like
remember.
surprised, like announced that she had a kid.
Oh,
Well, either way, congratulations. That's her daughter, right?
yes.
Congratulations
I love
to Billie
Billie
Lourd.
Lourd.
That was very nice of them to give her a role in
She-
Star Wars.
she
well,
was
she had
literally
it before.
she was the best part of Scream Queens. Billie Lourd was amazing on Scream Queens.
I still have to watch that.
It was so.
I'm-
That was like the one Ryan Murphy show. I'm so sad that actually got canceled.
I'm currently fighting with Ryan Murphy
Why is that?
because Ratchet is just.
It doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't, and it's the new show on Netflix with Sarah Paulson. And I want it to be good, and I think I'm enjoying it, but I'm over Ryan Murphy. I need him to disappear for like 5 years, and then come back
With like a banger.
with like a good show.
Yeah.
Because the problem is the man is like shiny object syndrome.
Okay.
He bounces back and forth from show to show to show, or new project to new project to new project, and doesn't flush everything else out.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
the last real thing I enjoyed him in was The Feud with the Joan Crawford and oh my god, Betty Davis show, which was a lot of fun.
He was supposed to do more of those.
Yeah, and he never did.
Speaking of stuff that had a lot of potential and didn't really pan out that well, I watched Antebellum last night.
How was that? Because I really wanted to see it. Is it also a
unfortunately,
horror movie?
Not really.
I didn't think so, but it's
No.
advertised as a horror flick.
It's kind of like a thriller,
Okay.
or at least that's what it was supposed to be. But there's not a lot of elements of that in it,
Okay.
and it just
Fell
it just
flat
didn't.
for you.
Yeah, especially the ending.
I
Like wow.
Do
it
not
just-
spoil. I still want to see
Like
it.
not the ending,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't set up very well.
Okay.
Like you don't even really know the characters. There's stuff that just bounces out.
So I just from the recent trailers for Antebellum, because I keep seeing it blow up on like social media. Like I remember the original trailer, which the original trailer like they tell you basically nothing.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, oh, what could this possibly be about? And now all the new trailers are like all this like 1800s
Yeah.
like Civil War imagery, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be one of those movies where we're gonna for like the first like third of the movie is not gonna make any sense. Then we're gonna try and fill all the gaps in with this weird flashback story, and then the end's just gonna kind of happen.
No.
She gets transported into the past, right?
No.
That makes me want to see it now much more.
Yeah. It is not what there are. No, I feel like this is not a spoiler. So there are. No, maybe it is. Because, like, I think it's a. I'd say it's a twist
Uh-huh.
when you find out where they really are, but it's not traveling back in
That's
time.
fine. Because that's literally like when you watched what I remember seeing the same trailer Devon saw, and I was like, holy shit, this looks amazing.
Yeah.
And then I saw the new trailer, and I'm like, so it's a time traveling horror movie?
No.
Fuck, I don't want that. I don't like time travel on a good day.
Nope. No, it's the film opens and she's already there on the plantation.
Interesting.
And then
Okay.
later in the film you go back and you find out why she's
What
there.
happened? Okay.
Or how she got there.
Out of the now, have you seen Get Out and Us?
I have seen Get Out. I have not seen Us, but I would say Get Out is a far superior film.
I don't know if I'm gonna like it then. I didn't like Get Out.
I did.
Okay.
But maybe, you know,
My
film
pro-
is subjective,
Yeah.
so
My
you
problem
could
with
enjoy
Get
it
Out,
more.
and I know I've said it in 5,000, with Get Out, it wasn't as weird as I wanted it to be. Like, the weird elements that they put in it weren't as weird and indie as I wanted.
I guess. I mean, I thought it was weird enough, and I got the
No.
premise. Like, there wasn't really like, there's no like surprise
Yeah.
in the film. I mean, you go into a
Knowing.
movie like Antebellum not knowing what the hell's going on, but yeah, I was like sitting there trying to figure out like, okay, so what is this place? Is it like another dimension? Did they go back in time? Is this just a place that they go to? Like, are they a thing? Like,
And Will was broken.
yeah, for a while, but then they tell you, and I was like, oh,
It's the
All right.
Matrix.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
yeah. They plug them all in. They take them to a warehouse and they plug them all in, and it's
Which-
a virtual plantation.
Which I'll tell you though, that's like the premise of a lot of sci-fi stuff.
Did you ever see Victorious on Nickelodeon? Either of you?
I know
remember it.
Do you remember the teacher that they had, Psychowitz, the balding dude? He was like
No.
crazy and he was a hippie. Oh, he's in it. He's one of the Confederate soldiers. He's like the main one. Well, one of the main ones. So that was weird. Seeing like this Nickelodeon like nice teacher all of a sudden be like you're inferior to me. Like it was the weirdest thing. I thought it was funny at first, but then I was like, all right, now I'm back into the film. It took me out a little bit. I was like,
Okay.
what the hell? And then because I recognized him. I was like, where have I seen you? And I was like, oh, it's Psychowitz from Victorious. That's a little weird, but I mean, hey, he's an actor, so you take what you can get. But yeah, it was I'd say all right at best, honestly. It was not, it had so much potential, I think, and I went in with such good expectations because what I've seen from, this is another Jordan Peele
Yeah.
movie, correct? But what I've seen from Jordan Peele and from what I've heard from Us, I came into it with like, oh yeah, this is probably going to be sick. And it wasn't, and I was like, oh.
See, the thing with Us is like how everyone felt about Get Out. That's how I felt about Us.
Yeah.
I really loved Us.
Well, from what I heard, Us was really good too. I want to see it.
The thing is, you will know the twist in the first 10 minutes of the movie, and then it will be confirmed for you in the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Okay. Yeah, from what I can tell, yeah, it did not do well in terms of critics as well. It got a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes.
That's fair, but it
And-
also got like a 5.4 on IMDb, and another place gave it.
Like, also, let me be clear when I said that. I don't really trust many critics.
Yeah.
I'm like,
mean, the
let me
view-
go see it myself.
The viewership critique, because you know how Rotten Tomatoes has the critic one and then the audience one.
The splat
Audience
tomato.
is 58%, so it's not that much better. Like it's, I mean, if you're interested, see
Well,
it.
I want to.
But like, I think it fell short of the potential that it did
I'll,
have.
I'll find it in a $4.99 Walmart bin.
Well,
That's how I
mean,
bought Get Out.
If you have, oh no, never mind. For
What if
some
I
reason,
have
I
what?
thought it was on HBO Max, but then I was like, oh no, I rented it on Prime myself.
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, I don't think it was worth the $20, unfortunately.
Who no?
But yeah, I
Right,
did
'cause
watch. Sorry.
No,
There you
it's
go.
because it's a theater movie technically right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's a $20 rental. It's $20 to rent it.
Although you know what's on, which I
Yeah.
saw when I was scrolling through. Prime has Addams Family on, and I really wanted to see the new one.
Oh, the animated? I thought that was a
The one with
Netflix
Oscar
film.
Isaac.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
that was
he's
a...
Gomez.
No, it's
Yeah.
on there as a. It's on there as a
Prime.
included with Prime. So I totally need to watch that.
So did you see, Will?
I saw Man of Tomorrow, Superman.
How was that?
It was good. I liked it. It was definitely an interesting take. Lot of male nudity from several characters.
I'm on it.
That I was like, all right, this is.
Whoa.
We just know because
Is
I
it
watched
rated
it.
R?
Wait,
It's not full frontal nudity.
Oh, okay.
But it's like you see him from the back.
do you
Oh,
see their
that-
butt?
Yeah, I think so. Of
They-
both
they-
characters that end up doing that.
Nude.
Yeah, not in the same scene.
Okay. I was
I
like,
can't tell.
I'm
There's
sorry.
no guy on guy, but there are two separate characters, a hero and a villain, who end up
Nude.
at some
This
point.
is amazing.
But I was like, this is a weird thing that I just... Because I was watching it with a group of friends, so I was like, a small group of friends. Let me put that out there. Stay safe, everybody. But, this...
I want to peg you with the closest thing I can.
This is...
Go on.
Hold on. Don't peg me now.
Sorry.
I'm not into that, but thank you for the offer.
This spiral.
But Man of Tomorrow,
How
as a
was it?
film, it was an interesting take of like a Superman origin, like him coming on the scene, and then this isn't a spoiler, but them also introducing Martian Manhunter as like not an integral part of it, but he's like, this is what you are. Like he's like kind of an exposition machine, but he like
so basically they kind of adapted the Supergirl show idea into the Man of Tomorrow movie.
Well, no, in the
Where
Supergirl
Martian-
show, he's just there.
I thought he was
Yeah.
kind of there more of like a guiding force
No.
for her.
Well, no, he is her boss when she
Yeah.
ends up being a part of the DOA, I think it's called.
DEA?
DEO,
DEO.
yeah, that's it.
He's
yeah.
also more for Alex.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's
And Kara.
he's like a mentor character for like both of them, but more for Alex because he's there.
He's more there for
But also,
Alex.
you see him as Martian Manhunter more often because it is an animated
And it's
movie.
cheaper.
And I like his design.
Okay.
I do like this new design of Martian Manhunter. His voice was everybody's
Well, it's the same.
voice was really good.
It's the same kind of design they used for Doom, isn't it?
No, I think they took a lot of liberties with this one. Well, not
he's
liberties,
very-
but like it is a redesign that we haven't seen in film yet. But it was good.
What was this movie called? Man of Tomorrow?
Man of Tomorrow, yeah.
So do they like clearly is this the start of the new animated universe?
I would say either this is or Deathstroke is.
I was
Because
going to ask if you
Deathstroke-
saw Deathstroke.
I haven't seen Deathstroke, but that one does have the same animation style, and I was kind of assuming that everything with the same animation style would be in the same universe.
Huh.
came out that came out first. Deathstroke.
This is
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, I know. So
What?
that's why
I
was
didn't
saying.
look up the cast for this. Darren Criss plays Superman.
Yeah.
How was Zachary Quinto as Lex?
There's something. So before I watched this, one of the critics that I watch pointed this out, that ever since Clancy Brown, they've stopped casting Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor. They've been going for like wimpy sounding Lex Luthors, because the last one was Dwight from The Office. And then this new
He's
one
literally the only thing I hate about the death of Superman.
I'll agree
is
with
him
that.
going.
I can't. I just listen to that voice like every time I've ever seen a Lex Luthor in anything. They're always a very kind of deep, commanding voice, or at least like.
Clancy Brown is just the best.
Oh, yeah.
That I've seen so far.
Well, like I mean, Clancy Brown. You had.
Oh, that's a cool design for Martian.
yeah, I like it.
Gene Hackman.
Like Michael Rosenbaum, he doesn't have that deep of a voice, but he portrayed the character really well.
Oh, I mean, but when he wasn't. The nice thing about Michael Rosenbaum, especially in like the later seasons, when he's not like Clark friending, he has a completely different like tone and
Oh God.
voice when he's talking to like his shady dealings.
Yeah, I also love that that like nod episode that they did in Justice League Unlimited where he switches bodies with Lex Luthor.
Yes.
Because Michael Rosenbaum
and-
is
yes.
also the Flash, and he's just he's using his voice as
It
Lex
was
Luthor
so good.
to be him. It was a good.
I don't know who this is.
Well, if not for nothing, I can at least learn the Flash's secret identity, and then he takes it off, and
I don't know.
I have no idea who this is.
I have no idea who this
It was
is.
so good. But no, like one of my and here's the thing. Have you watched all of Smallville?
No.
Okay. I'm going to just tell you right now, the Smallville series finale is absolute trash.
From what I've seen, yeah.
The
Where,
only
where he just shows up for like 5
No,
minutes.
see, that 5 minutes is the only good thing of the Smallville series finale.
Oh.
Everything else is garbage. Okay,
Yeah.
their dark side is it's just he possesses somebody's dead body.
That's kind of neat.
And that's how it's bad. Anyway,
That sounds awesome.
but the
Keep going.
5 minutes of Lex actually showing back up.
Does he leave the show?
Yeah.
Yes. He
Oh.
leaves the show after season
It's like 5.
No, it's season 6 or season 7.
Oh.
He leaves after season
Wow, that's
7.
stupid.
Why, could they not think of anything, or was Michael Rosenbaum like, I'm out?
He
I'm
was
out.
he was just like the season 7 was the end of the original showrunners, and Michael Rosenbaum just pieced. He's like I just don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, you only get to see his like face or his eyes, right? You don't really get to see Darkseid.
Yeah, pretty much. But the
Isn't the finale him? Like from what I saw from the clips, it's like Apocalypse is gonna collide with Earth, and then he has to get to the costume and just
Just-
push it away.
no,
Like, that
just,
That's
stupid.
stupid.
it's
First of all, that show, I'm so sorry, is nothing without that Lex.
Yeah.
That was my personal.
So the thing is like his 5 minutes, like it's probably one of the greatest Lex scenes of all time, is when he shows up because Clark doesn't know he's back, and he shows up and he's like, he does his hello Clark, and he turns around and he's like Lex, and he's like, you still say it the same way, a little bit of hope, a little bit of dread. I was like, it was such a great scene.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
And like it was all downhill after that.
It's a little upsetting that he only comes back for like 5 minutes.
He does come back for longer than that, like because he does have another scene with his sister.
Yeah, I will say one critique I'd have with the Man of Tomorrow movie, and this is a weird critique, but there's a lot of moments of just awkward silence. Like there's just no music. Like almost little to no music in this movie. Like it's just them and they're doing stuff, but there's no like music to like amp you up. It's a very weird sound design movie. Like it kind of throws you off a little bit.
How many villains show up in this?
Well, technically, if
Are you going to ruin it for him? Because I just.
because
Okay.
it's not like any twist or anything. 3 technically, because it's Lex, Parasite, and Lobo.
Okay, they show all of them in the trailer.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see the trailer, so I
Yeah.
didn't know if you saw that. or
yeah.
not.
No, Lobo's like one of the biggest things in the trailer.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the voice
It's
actor
kind of
for
like the
Lobo.
main thing. Yeah, Lobo.
So
The
do
main
you.
man.
The main man. Yeah, he says all the Bastitch stuff and all that.
Does
But
he call
also,
people fanboys?
No,
Damn
but
it.
he does say actual curse words and then his fake curse words. So I was like, why?
Just fan service.
Yeah. Pretty much.
No, it's. I mean, are there any surprises in it? Like anything where you'd be like, "Oh wow, I didn't know that character or that was gonna happen," or
I mean, there's a lot of stuff about Parasite that's probably yeah, a lot of the Parasite related stuff is kind of surprising. Like it's definitely not your comic book Parasite because his origin is very linked to what cuz Lobo's the first, well, technically Lex is there, but Lobo's the first one that shows up and actually like starts fucking everybody up. So, like it's related to Lex. And to figure out which person is Jean is kind of a surprise. And then once Jean is there, he's kind of out there.
was there a post credits?
No, there is
Really?
no post-credit scene.
Oh. That's disappointing, considering
Yeah.
it's the first of a shared universe of animated movies.
We shall indeed see what will happen.
They don't want to mimic.
I kind of want to.
Marvel.
I'm
They
excited
did that
to
with
see.
they did that with all their previous animated movies. There was always stingers in them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what we'll end up getting with the voice cast of the Justice League that we'll eventually get.
I'm
Because
actually-
right now, I like Darren Criss and the Martian Manhunter's voice actor. His name keeps escaping me.
I literally had it and I didn't know how to pronounce it.
So,
Yeah.
is it the same animated style as Under the Red Hood?
No.
No, it looks a little bit more anime-y.
Okay, because the Batman movie we're getting is Death in the Family. That's the next
Are you talking about that choose your own adventure thing that they're putting out for Under the Red Hood, but you get to write it?
No, it's Death in the Family.
Oh, okay.
But what they're doing
Oh, we have
is
a trailer.
and what they can there's been a trailer for a
I
while.
didn't realize that.
The Death in the Family movie is you can watch it as just a straight regular movie that it's basically it's the same cast too they got to come back from Under the Red Hood.
Except Jason Todd.
Jensen Ackles is back.
No, he is not. Vincent Martello is playing Jason Todd. I am looking at it right now.
Okay, he didn't play Jason Todd.
Who'd he play?
Jason Ackles plays
Red
Red
Hood.
Hood.
Yeah, but he
But
doesn't.
not
He's not
Jason.
listed as Jason Todd.
Oh, well, he's not listed at all.
Oh, okay.
According to IMDb, I'm looking at now. You have Bruce Greenwood, Gary Cole, John.
No, Death in the Family is the choose your own adventure one.
Yeah, you can. There's like they filmed other things, and they also filmed like
Right.
alternate takes for how Under the Red Hood plays out, depending on what your choices are.
Yeah, you can make him become like Red Robin and blow up the Black Mask. Yeah. Some of the animation style does look different when you choose exterior options than just that. But I'm excited for that. It's kind of like that Netflix movie they did for their what was that?
The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
No.
She had to choose your own adventure.
The Twilight one. The
Not Twilight. What are you talking? You're talking about the
It's the show that's like Twilight. Black something.
Okay, there's no show called Twilight.
Wait.
You're talking about the
Twilight Zone. It's like the Twilight Zone.
yeah.
but it's not.
You're
Black Mirror?
Black Mirror. There you go.
yeah,
That's what I want.
Bandersnatch or whatever, right?
Yeah. It's like that, but it's Batman.
Couldn't just give me a movie. Had to try and make it smart.
Well, it's the movie, but you get to choose
I don't
want
to
to
choose. Just play the fucking movie.
Eh. Well,
No, but
you
you
already
can't-
got the movie. Now you get to do the movie again, but it's your movie.
Now it's work.
Yeah. If you like that type of thing. I enjoyed playing Bandersnatch. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, you get just the full regular movie, and then you can also go back and decide if you want to like just do like fun thing. It's just like the DVD version of Final Destination 3.
Cool. I didn't know that.
That was the whole big thing with Final Destination 3 was when you got the DVD, you could do a choose your own adventure thing, and like that's how you got all, and you could do all kinds of different endings, and certain characters bit it in a different way.
But we were talking about TV shows before. To move on to some wait, hold on. News. There we go. We got our She-Hulk has been cast.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She-Hulk has been cast.
Tatiana
Maslany is
famous
She-Hulk.
from Orphan Black.
Yes.
Super excited.
4-time Emmy nominated, 3-time Emmy winner.
She's kind of
Tatiana
awesome.
Maslany. Yes, what a pick.
Yeah.
What a steal for Marvel.
First of all, what a weird pick, because not weird as a bad weird. I totally didn't even think about her.
Well,
and when it came out, I was like, oh, I'm okay with this.
a lot of people, like, nobody's worried because she can carry
Oh,
a show. I mean, Orphan Black is just her. But, like,
Pretty much.
everyone's like, she's like 5'4". Like,
I'm
what are
okay
you gonna
with
do
that.
with?
So is
no,
Jennifer
like,
Walters.
right. But like, how are they going to make her She-Hulk? Is my question. I'm
The
very
same way
interested.
they do the movies.
With Mark Ruffalo.
Right.
And you know what that means? It's gonna be a 5-episode season because all the budget's gonna
Yeah.
go to her.
Yeah.
Well,
she's-
they're all like gonna be like 6 episodes. Because from what I understand, WandaVision's only 6 episodes.
Yeah.
and they have and from the trailer of that, which the WandaVision trailer dropped.
That looks
Weird. That
Yeah.
looks like good dope. But there are moments in there that I'm like, oh,
Oh, did you want to know a fun fact? A little Easter egg they put in there?
no.
The wine. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you anyway. The wine bottle that I believe. Oh, no one's pouring because Wanda's making it do it. Is in another language. It says something M, and the direct translation is House of M. Very
That's
very
kind
neat
of
little
fun.
Easter egg they put in there.
Yeah.
So I mean they're going all out with all the special effects for Vision.
yeah.
So
yeah.
why they wouldn't just go all out with She-Hulk and just do the
They probably
the
will
Mark
have the
Ruffalo,
budget.
huh?
They probably will have the budget
Yeah,
for
it's-
that because
yeah.
they also don't need to make her like a giant, like lumbering monster.
If
She just
gets-
needs to be
if
taller.
she gets angry though, I want her to be a monster.
I think so.
Like when I think of like She-Hulk at her ragiest is when she kills Vision.
yeah.
And
Well,
she's
that's
huge.
during Disassemble.
Yeah, but when she just rips him in half.
Yeah.
That's what I think of like Jennifer out of control. Like if you're gonna make Jennifer go crazy, that's the first image I get.
They'll probably do that, but from what I understand, I mean, we got like a summary of what the show will be, and it is going to be. It's she's an attorney. She gets in an accident, and her cousin Bruce Banner gives her a blood transfusion, and now
Okay.
she's got his powers, except she has more emotional control than he does.
Is she able? Have they said if she's able to switch back and forth, or is she gonna? Be
I
green?
imagine that they are going to have her switch back and forth because they're not going to I know pretty much 95% that they're not going to make her wear like dots on her face for the entirety
Yeah.
of that show. Like I wouldn't even make her because I would want to see her like kind of act it out. But we'll see cuz you also have to like because we've already solved the Hulk issue in the MCU, like Hulk's fine now. So like there's no real difference. Maybe because he's fine now when he gives her the blood transfusion, that's why she's okay.
Well, you gotta remember. I'm pretty sure. At least the way I remember it in the comics. That the only reason why she's able to control it is because, and again, this is also the reason why she pretty much stays She-Hulk, is because that was like
Sorry,
Doc
Ben, that's
Samson and somebody else helped her,
Yeah.
kind of like become just normal as She-Hulk. But they're basically like, you kind of have to stay She-Hulk because if you de-transform, and you transform again, you're gonna become ragey.
I'm very interested to see whether they'll make her She-Hulk for just the rest of the show, whether she'll switch back and forth. Like we don't know.
Because she, for the longest time, like she was even just going to court as She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't transform back into Jennifer. She was just
She was She-Hulk.
yeah.
Yeah.
All I hope, and I mean this, is that it's just a fun show. I am so tired of Jennifer trying to make Jennifer a serious character.
I haven't seen them make Jennifer a serious character.
From what I
since-
understand,
for like the last 4 years, it's been the goofiest writing of Jennifer.
No,
Walters
but
I've
they're
ever-
trying to make her a serious character, is what I'm saying.
especially in Avengers.
Well, not only Avengers, but her last ongoing that she had as Hulk
Yeah.
was all about her dealing with PTSD and her depression, which is cool that, a comic book wanted to do that, but it's Jen, and, like, there was no bounce back. Like, Jen is a bounce backable character.
Yeah,
She's fun.
But she did bounce back at the end of that series, and then Jason Aaron started writing her in Avengers, and it was like this. Like, I honestly can't read Avengers without laughing at that character every time she's in a panel, because she just, it was literally Jason Aaron was like, yeah, I can't wait to write Dumb Hulk, and they're like, no, Al Ewing's got him. You can write She-Hulk though. All right, I'm gonna write her stupid though.
Well,
Like, 'cause she's not, like, she's just she's honestly, like, as far as I'm concerned, in that Avengers book, is just useless.
And I don't want to spoil anything for you, but flipping through the She-Hulk, the Immortal She-Hulk, written by Al Ewing, I think he fixes that. He fixes it. Looks like, I haven't read it, and I'm actually going to, even though I haven't read Empire. It looks like he fixes that, and he fixes it hard.
Okay, I mean, I just want She-Hulk back.
From what I know, though, the showrunner, who I'm forgetting the name of,
because I was wondering who it was.
because I believe we did get it confirmed, is a comedy showrunner.
Okay,
So we are getting a light, fun She-Hulk show.
Yeah, they're gonna probably go for more of the John Byrne She-Hulk,
which is
I would
what I'm
imagine,
hoping.
Yeah, but no, I'm just like, but even like in the comics right now, like I just want She-Hulk back.
Yeah.
Like, I want like just Jennifer Walters She-Hulk. Like, hey, what's going on? It's like, hey guys, like, I'm all for helping, but I gotta be in court in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Can we smash up the High Evolutionary?
Oh.
We are getting her soon for Strike Force.
What?
So this chick, Jessica Gao, is doing it. She wrote for Rick and Morty.
That's it. She's one of the writers for Rick and Morty. That's
Robot
why.
Chicken, Big Time Rush, Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, she's gonna.
The Mighty Bee. I've never heard of that, but it's on there.
From what I
so it's gonna be fun. Like, I already have faith that this is gonna be a fun.
From what I
show.
understand, she's not confirmed, but they are eyeing her to be the head of the writers' room.
Okay. They do have one director listed, but I hold
Yeah.
no stock because it says rumored next to her name.
Right.
So-
So we'll see. But in other news, WandaVision trailer
Yeah.
dropped. That was crazy. Vision's one of my favorite characters in terms of Marvel, so I'm really excited to have him back. I hope this isn't just a show to be like, no, he's like dead for real. Like, he's not coming back, which I have a feeling that's what this is, but I'm like, I want him back.
I'm curious at the end of it if he's Wonder Man, and you have that actor playing both parts.
I could not see Paul Bettany being...
No, but it would be an interesting enough take on it.
If he were like the purple version of Wonder Man, where he's the energy...
Yeah, but he's not always the energy. He normally walks around in like a red trench coat with movie star glasses.
Yeah.
That's his current
No, he's got
costume?
like the black shirt, right? With the red W.
Whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think I would want.
I kind of would. I want to see Paul Bettany do it.
I couldn't see Paul Bettany as Wonder Man. I wonder if they'll bring Wonder Man.
Probably
and what they'll
not,
do with
because
it.
that would be a convoluted as fuck story.
What?
Maybe we'll get a
Wonder
nod
Man
to him.
stuff.
Why?
I don't know. I always thought it was a confusing story, like Psylocke's body switching.
He's just an actor who had powers who happens to be in love with Wanda.
And he keeps dying.
Doesn't he like get Vision's memories or something? Like, there's a whole memory transfer.
No, that's the show. That's in the 90s
Hold
cartoon.
I'm looking.
He gets a memory transfer. In the comics, he's a rebuilt model of the original Human Torch android. And I literally just watched a video about this, and there's no mention of Wonder Man.
Yeah, Simon Williams is a legit just.
Yeah.
He's just a character.
They only do that in the show where Vision is made from his engrams.
That's what I was saying. That's what I always remembered, was that he was imprinted with Vision's memory.
Yeah, that's only in the 90s show. That only
Okay,
lasted
that's what
a
I'm
season.
thinking then.
Yeah, because Vision shows up. He's a creation of Ultron. But he's actually got the engrams of the original Human Torch in him. Like, it's very... Vision has a more convoluted story than most Marvel characters when you actually watch his stuff.
Yeah, no, the whole deal
But-
with Wonder Man was that something happened to him, an accident or something. It had to do with Tony Stark. And then he winds up, Ultron winds up, Simon winds up in suspended animation.
Yeah.
And then Ultron brings him back by using like one of the discarded bodies of Vision. That's what it is. Like his body is based off the synthezoid that they used to make Vision.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where that's why he's all pure energy and everything else, because it's not his original body is what it is.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about, I know that. But I love Marvel's even acknowledgement of the character that Wonder Man just always dies. Like there's this stop motion animation show they used to make that was kind of Robot Chicken-esque with all the action figures, and there was a whole episode dedicated to the fact that Wonder Man is useless because all he does is die. And he's like, guys, I won't die this time. Just take me on the mission with
Goonies
you.
never say die, Will.
Yeah, but Wonder Man does, and so do all the other Avengers. But we also got our first look at Monica Rambeau, the sword agent, the African-American woman that gets launched through the dome and lands, and she's like, whoa, and all the sword agents converge on her. That's Monica Rambeau.
The Black Captain Marvel.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, she's in the...
Oh,
she's
okay.
in the
I have to
trailer.
look at that. No, I didn't
Spectrum
realize.
is what they're going to call her in the show, probably.
Yeah, I didn't.
From what I don't know if, does she have powers yet? Or not?
I'm sure she'll have them in the show.
Yeah.
I mean, she
Or
might get them in the show. But Spectrum, wasn't she Quasar for a while, or am I thinking of a different character?
You're thinking of a
some-
different character.
Okay.
No, she was Captain Marvel originally,
Yeah.
and then she became Spectrum.
Yeah, before so maybe we could get her being Captain Marvel at some point. We could. I don't know, but she looks interesting from the 2 seconds we saw her.
I
in the trailer.
missed that. I have to actually rewatch that.
Yeah,
I
she gets like out of the, because I guess Wanda, from what I can tell, there's no confirmation on this as a story, but from what the trailer tells, I guess Wanda takes over a town and like screws with reality to just kind of make it whatever she wants. Every sitcom ever.
I just hope, and I'm sorry, Devin, I'm cutting you off. I just hope that Kat Dennings is like the nosy neighbor from Bewitched. That's what I want. Like I want Kat Dennings.
How much
to
you
play
want
her.
to bet it's actually the town from Thor 1?
It could be. That could be why Kat Dennings is there.
Yeah.
Oh, the woman that that actress is playing, the what's her name? The one that Vision touches and she like gets like a jolt of reality and is like, "Am I dead? 'Cause you are." And then she does the witch cackle.
I don't know. I don't know who she
I
is.
forget, but she's playing a character that could be another comic book character. I forget what.
I'm just super excited for the show. Like
It looks so cool.
I kind of just want the next, like, what I wanted them to do, just to write, just so we can just, like...
Her character on Google is credited as Nosy Neighbor. But she does have
Catherine Ham.
Catherine Hahn.
Han.
Yeah. Her
I
Nosy Neighbor.
love
But she
her.
does have a name, and it's Vivian something, or is it...
Agnes.
Agatha. It's something like
That's
Agnes.
what they have her listed at. I think she'll be Agnes or Agatha.
Yeah,
Right, that
Agatha.
was her
Who is
teacher?
that?
Yeah, Agatha Harkness.
I think that's going to be Agatha.
Yeah.
But the way she's acting in the trailer is she's Agnes from Bewitched.
I also love that Deborah Jo Rupp is in it for an episode. The mom from That 70s Show. I died.
Benedict Cumberbatch is credited? Well, from what I understand, this is supposed to lead directly into
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness. Also, Evan Peters is going to be in the show. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Quicksilver.
What? Oh, right. I'm confusing the... No. Evan Peters was Quicksilver in
the
the
X-Men.
X-Men
And the X-Men.
movies.
Yeah, what a perfect way. He was the more successful Quicksilver.
Are they really going to do that?
It'd be an easy
funny.
way to do it.
It'd be an easy way to explain how he's back. Just Wanda created another version of her brother.
And
fair.
everyone liked that version of him better than
Yeah, well, the other
Aaron,
one
whatever
died.
his name is. I love that actor, though. He's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that
Randall
many-
Park is back as the sword agent Jimmy Woo.
I didn't even realize that Sword was involved in Marvel already.
They weren't. He's not. He wasn't a sword agent in Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
Right, but
He's just
is
an FBI agent.
Yeah,
So
I think he
they're
gets
probably
transferred to Sword.
Yeah, they're recruiting anyone who's dealt with supers.
but they haven't yet. This is going to be the first appearance of Sword as we know them. So we'll see how that goes.
Dude, I'm just
if
excited.
Abigail Brand doesn't have green hair, I'm calling bullshit.
Oh, hard fact.
Who doesn't?
Abigail Brand. She's the lead. She's the head. She's the Nick Fury of Sword.
Oh, okay.
She walks around in sunglasses, though, and green leather.
Right. I remember the character from... Oh, my God. We just reached the 10th anniversary of Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Oh,
and the
okay.
showrunner on Twitter released the...
Season 3? Are we getting Season 3?
We're not. The totally not happening, unauthorized episode previews of what we would have gotten had we got a third season. And Doctor Strange is introduced in the first episode of Season 3. The X-Men become a thing. There's a whole... I read each episode summary. You know, when you click on an episode, it gives you the preview. I read it, and I was like, oh my God, this would have been so good.
Hey, you know what? Don't lose hope. You got Young Justice Season 3.
That's fair. Anything
That's
can
true.
happen.
How long did that?
And
I did retweet the first episode and retweeted it at Marvel, and I said, "Putty, please, Marvel, can we have it back?"
And we are getting, the 90s X-Men cartoon back.
Which
What are you talking about?
they're coming back. They're in talks to do another season.
Yeah, the whole...
Oh, okay. And here you go. Okay. No. See,
Will's like,
this
how
is-
have we not discussed this?
let me-
The final?
just-
No, I'm skeptical because that final season.
That
was
does not
Stop.
count.
Okay, no, it does. Okay, because that's because they're gonna go off of that stupid thing. Okay, so here's my thing: the show that actually ended, that had a legit ending, all the animation aside, they're giving that a continuation, but not the goddamn show from the 90s that ended on a cliffhanger. Okay, I still don't know what the hell happens to Mary Jane and Spider-Man at the end of that damn show.
You can replace their heads and play with them as you feel.
Well, isn't the one where he goes to the Beast Planet technically supposed to be the sequel?
Yes.
It's not though. They said that in the 90s because people were like, why? What is this? And they're like, yeah, it's a continuation, but it wasn't because it didn't make any sense because Carnage and Venom were teamed up and partners, and I was like, this is stupid.
And Donny Cates stole the look for Carnage.
Yeah, hashtag Donny Cates stole the absolute Carnage design from Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Put that up, by the way. Find a picture of Carnage from Spider-Man Unlimited, the show, and Absolute Carnage.
I'll put that up.
And put
for
that
all you,
shit up.
for all you
And
YouTube
people-
listeners. That'll be up there for you.
You call him out on it. You do at Donny Cates. Hey, this is a great.
That's great.
Spider-Man.
And just like that, we got shut
Well,
down.
it was probably a nod. Let's
Dude,
probably
it's
an
a
homage.
hard-
let me tell you something. So there's an issue of Guardians of the Galaxy from the 90s, where it's Cosmic Ghost Rider on the cover. It's straight up Cosmic Ghost Rider in the Guardians of the Galaxy book from the 90s. And people were like, hey man, we really think it's cool that you're making these nods to these old books and everything. He got so mad. He got into a fight with a fan on Twitter because he's like, I didn't steal that from anywhere. I came up with that idea on my own. It's like, dude, it's right there. It's a cover for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no, I never even knew that existed. First off, dude, it's not even plagiarism because you work at Marvel. It's not like you came up with this idea and it was like an image book and people called you out on it. You're just using Marvel's crap. It's fine. It's okay. A lot of people do that.
He probably just wants residuals, I guess, or something. I don't know.
So when you see the comparison, you're just like, oh wow,
Hold on.
that's the same character.
Oh, I already have it. I have it saved.
But yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming out of that Marvel show. But WandaVision, are those them from from?
I just need you to
Spider-Man
look at
Unlimited?
Carnage.
I watched part of the first episode, and I love that part where he's going up the space shuttle. It looks so goofy the way they animated it. I laughed hysterically when that was going up. I have to, and he's going so slow up that thing. It's so funny.
Yeah, you cannot tell me that what I just showed you and that are not eerily similar.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll see if there's like a comparison on like Google. I'll look up to see if there's like a side by side. But yeah, lots of fun Marvel stuff.
Yeah, we're also getting. Don't forget, they just announced it today. Actually, Friday, whatever damn date this is. We are getting a
The 25th.
The 25th. We are getting a Nick Fury Disney Plus TV show with Samuel L. Jackson.
Wow.
I did look that up as we were prepping.
Wow.
That he has signed on for a Nick Fury TV show.
I mean, at this point,
I just hope that they get someone who... I hope he's not running in it. I hope he doesn't run. That's what I hope.
I think he's old enough to run.
No,
I don't think he's Patrick Stewart bad at running.
I don't know.
Dude, did you watch the Captain Marvel movie?
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
in his defense, though, we de-aged him, so he was like, what, 30s, 40s?
Is it gonna be like a
No
prequel?
idea.
I don't think they should do that.
I think it's going to explain what he's been doing in space with, I'm assuming, Sword.
Yeah.
Now that or maybe
Or the Skrulls, I guess.
Yeah.
He's chilling out with the Skrulls, but we also got, I assume they'll probably bring Maria Hill. Maybe they'll do something with Coulson that's relevant.
Actually, we could do something with Maria Hill, though, because Stumptown got canceled.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Maria Hill hasn't really done anything
Yeah, she was
significant
on-
in
she
a
was
very
on
long
Stumptown.
time. No, I'm just saying, like, her as a character in the MCU hasn't really
Yeah.
done anything.
What's the last...
Was she even in Endgame?
No, she was the
Yes,
last...
she was.
Where?
At the funeral.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
right. Because the last thing I remember seeing her in is the pilot for...
She also gets dusted at the end of Avengers.
Infinity War.
Infinity
yeah,
War.
Does she? I didn't
does
realize
get
that.
That's the
dusted.
post-credits scene.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because she's with him. Yeah, the last thing that I saw her... Yeah, then what I was going to say about seeing her in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a lie, because she was in other things.
Yeah, she was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
She's the first episode.
She was in there a few times, though. She makes appearances.
No, I thought she was just in the first episode.
No,
she
comes-
makes like FaceTime calls with Coulson because
okay.
she lives in the Stark Tower, I think, or he gives her a job after Shield is dissolved. He gives her a
that's
job at the
right.
tower,
That's right.
so she kind of
he
works
also-
out there.
She also shows up a bunch in season 1. She gets recruited by Agent May when they have to go after Ward.
yeah.
Because she gets to remember.
Listen, man, I don't
It's
remember
been
a lot
so
from that
long
show.
since I saw-
I stopped watching it at a certain point. I just didn't care because they started diving into Inhumans, and boy, do I just not give
care.
a single crap about any Inhuman.
They tried.
Which is part of this thing that, because I've been playing the Avengers game as well, and it's heavily Inhumans based
Oh,
because
is it? Oh, because of Camilla.
Kamala is the main character. You follow her through the story, and like there's a lot of valid critiques of the game itself, but like of the story aspect, like I get it. It was in pre-production before. And they had the story all set up before the Fox merger happened. So this is still in the phase of when Disney was trying to make the Inhumans just the X-Men.
Because I remember when is SquareSoft doing this?
Square Enix.
Square
yes.
Enix. I'm sorry. I remember seeing this fucking like 8 years ago and being like, "This looks awesome."
Was it 8?
It was a
that long
while
ago?
ago.
Announced right after the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I remember seeing a trailer. Not that this timeline means anything, but in between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3.
yeah.
And I remember watching it in the winter. I was smoking a cigarette outside Barnes & Noble. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, this is the best thing ever. And then, like, I went to rewatch it, and I had a really crappy iPhone at that point, and it died because of the cold. I mean, Marvel's doing a lot of awesome things with their television. And then we have, DC.
Yeah.
And Supergirl's getting canceled, or ending.
Supergirl. Some
Supergirl
unfortunate
is
news.
ending.
Supergirl is, well, this is,
Season
from what I
6 is
understand, a
gonna be-
cancellation because you want a 7-season run. They're only getting 6. From what I understand, Season Girl. Supergirl is being canceled a season early.
I think that, though, is just to make room for for Superman.
Probably.
In all honesty,
From what I've seen from like Twitter, I mean, Twitter's not a great
No.
source of fact checking for show news, and it's just random people. But from what I understand, that is kind of the main thing.
Yeah.
Is they're making room for the Superman Lois thing that they're gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. Because I gave up on all of them. I'm
weirdly,
skeptical. Like, I've heard good things about Stargirl, but I'm still skeptical to go into it because it's still.
I'm not a big JSA person.
You're a big JSA person though, right? Well,
I like from what I've seen of them, but everything I've seen them in, they're like background or like they've already come and gone and they're old now. Like that's all they are.
Have you read any of the comic stuff with the JSA?
I've read stuff they've appeared in, but not JSA stuff solely.
Okay, well, as a person who's a big fan of
I read the Earth 2 for a while, the New 52, even though that's not.
I
never
like
mind.
that book.
That doesn't. No, like that's just.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, for Kyle, who's a big JSA fan, who loves all classic, who loves a lot of the classic DC stuff, he actually really liked the Stargirl show.
Well, yeah, because it's kind of a JSA show.
Yeah, but he said that it did a good enough job of actually staying faithful to the comic book source material. Like you're getting the real JSA. You're getting the Jeff Johns story of her kind of bringing the JSA back together kind of thing, and it's good.
Okay. I'll definitely have to check it out, though. It's unfortunate news, though, that Supergirl.
See, I didn't hear anything about it canceled. They said, okay, season 6 is your last.
No, every article I saw said canceled.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
all the articles are saying canceled.
Well, they're giving it a season to wrap it up, so.
That's very nice of them to do
but
so.
in all honesty, she's just gonna fold over into the Superman and Lois
She'll
show.
probably be like
She'll be a guest or reoccurring or something like that.
Yeah, so she's not, hanging up the cape for good,
Yeah.
most likely. But, at the same time, I am, in all honesty, from what I've seen of the show, because I watched quite a few seasons of it, and also, I've seen stuff.
Time.
I'm shocked that it lasted as long as it did, with the garbage effects and the weird writing, and the most one of the most infamous queer baiting decisions ever that everyone saw through,
was Alex.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying in that show.
No, the execution is terrible. I'm not going to argue with the end result because I actually, in that season with her and Maggie, right, Maggie Sawyer?
You're looking at the wrong person.
I think so. I've seen that season.
From the animated Superman show.
It is. It's
Maggie Sawyer.
It's Maggie. Yes.
Whatever, Maggie.
I watched that, Steve. You can look at me. I watched that season.
I couldn't remember her last name.
Yeah.
But with Maggie, I liked Alex's journey that whole season. I as a gay person was like, oh, honey, we've all been there. We have all been there. I feel you.
I didn't care for her storyline of I want a baby, and Maggie was like, I don't want a baby, and I was like, well, they're not staying together.
The dingo ate your baby.
See,
yeah.
I actually really loved that storyline. I loved that whole.
I knew the outcome. They're not going to work.
Yeah.
One of them's going to end up being unhappy either way. So I was like, they're not going to.
But I liked it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't keep up. I stopped caring about the show.
There's nothing really to care about. Yeah.
In all honesty, what is left from the Arrowverse? Flash is still going? Is that ending anytime soon?
Not from what I understand, Flash is their most successful show, so they'll probably run maybe even farther beyond episodes. I mean, I know they hit a little bump in the road with the elongated man situation, but from what I understand, they're recasting him, and I've heard conflicting stories whether they're writing him out or they're keeping the new cast member in. I don't know, but I think getting rid of Elongated Man as a character is a poor decision for the show, because I did watch the 1 or 2 seasons we got of Elongated Man already. Great character for the show.
Oh yeah,
great decision to bring him on.
Nicely.
Flows very well, and it sucks because Hartley Sawyer. I mean, he looks the part. Yeah. I'll give them credit where credit's due if they can find somebody that can do it as well as him or better.
I think what they'll do is they'll see how the fans react. Mm-hmm. They'll give him 6 episodes and go forth, do great things, write him out, and then if he's successful enough, they'll easily bring him back.
Yeah, but I think they could just keep him on. We'll see. The Flash is still going, from what I understand. Black Lightning's still going.
How, I don't know.
I don't know.
And I mean that strictly on a writing. I cannot with the writing of that show.
I cannot believe that Legends is still alive.
Legends?
Of all of them, that is the worst, one of the worst TV shows I've ever seen. I cannot believe that they even acknowledge how low their fan base is in the show. Like, how is that? And most of them are just people now.
Yeah.
Like, most of the actual DC
Are just
characters
people.
are off the show.
Yeah.
Like, Adam's gone, Firestorm's gone, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, they're all gone.
Well, they
like,
were going after the first
all of
season.
it's the OC characters or the FBI agents or the time travel agents, and Constantine I still think is on that show.
Yeah.
And maybe Wally.
No,
Because,
he left.
yeah, Wally's even
Wally
gone.
left.
What is with that? They have no idea what to do with Wally. Like,
who's left? I mean, really, the only two main characters left are what? Constantine and White Canary.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, did
But
Rory leave?
He has.
which one's Roar? Yo, yeah, I think he's still on the show.
Yeah, he's still on.
Because they don't
Which one?
have anything. Heatwave.
Heatwave.
Oh, okay.
But
Cole-
even then,
Captain
like,
Cold is gone.
but then
Yeah.
like Sarah Lance, I consider her a OC character
Yeah.
that they shoved in because they didn't want to do the Lawrence. Like they just wanted more to do with her. So like it's Constantine. I think Citizen Steel is still on the show.
Is Vixen still on the show?
I think they finally got rid of her.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because she has to return back to time at
She
some
has to, but she's been on the show for 4 years, and she hasn't gone back to Africa to go die, so her granddaughter can be
Born.
the vixen.
Well, here's the thing though, and it's just like
Well, her daughter. Can
because
be born.
because again, it's time travel, so it always messes up. Because one of the biggest tropes of like Doctor Who, because they always said it, and every time they said it, they messed it up. Where he goes, it's fine, it's I'm a time traveler, and I have a time machine. We can literally leave and come right back and be like, you never left. And of course, like the first season where they do that, he's like, he realizes that he didn't bring her back when they left. He brought her back a year later.
Oh, I remember.
so she's
this.
a year older, and it screws everything
No,
up.
she's only
she's
only
been
like
gone a
4
year.
days older, but she's been gone for a year. So he brings her back, and before he can stop her from seeing her family, so that way it doesn't cement in time, she walks in and she finds out she disappeared for a year.
Oh.
And he's like, "Yeah, sorry, I kind of missed." And like, that's a big miss, dude. But like, there's like things with Doctor Who where like they've established that as long as you don't do anything to cement that moment in time, you can change it. Which is why he can't mess with like big events in time, because they're staple moments in time.
That's why you can't kill Hitler, and
There's things like there's actually a moment where it's actually a really awesome special that they do where he finally gets fed up with it because so many people he's cared about have died, or like he's like hasn't been able to stop things from happening. He snaps and he's like, "No." He goes, I don't care anymore about the stupid rules. And he changes it. And he's like, I'm the Time Lord victorious. And the person who's like watching him, like the person who he saves, is like, no, this is wrong. You can't change this. And because she was supposed to die, she walks right into her home and just kills herself.
Rose.
And, no, it's a different character. And just that's it. And it sets history back on course, because basically the way because it fixes it that she actually still dies. Time kind of writes around it so that way the narrative still stays the same. And it's just like things that are supposed to happen are supposed to happen. And it's pretty cool. It's just this dark moment where him as the
Who's
character,
the doctor?
David Tennant. And it's like this moment where he's like, I've gone too far. I can't be this. And it's just it's the kind of start of his leaving the character. because there's a lot of things too in the show where you get these moments where it's like the doctor needs to have a companion because it's what keeps him grounded. It's what keeps him human, for lack of a better term.
Right.
You know, because if he's just... it's the same idea as... if he doesn't have a companion... So when he has a companion, he's Superman. When he doesn't, he's Homelander.
Right. Okay.
That's the eventual point he will get to. Where
Okay.
I have the power to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Right. Alrighty. Well.
So, and that's the thing, like, that's the point with a lot of these time travel things. It's like, I kind of want people to just kind of cut loose with a time travel story where someone's just a horrible person. Because it's like, you don't ever really see a time travel story where that's, like, the thing. It's always like, let's go, like, explore history, or let's go do this thing that's gonna, like, make things better. I don't think I've ever seen a time travel story where, like,
I'm gonna fuck this shit up.
let's just go do terrible things.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, if you had, like, normal people, and it's been proven time and time again, people with that much power don't necessarily do the right thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I mean, I think that covers a lot of the stuff we wanted to talk about. Yeah, no, I mean, what have we... Yes, Steven? Are you okay over there?
Yeah, why?
Oh, it's just, you seem kind of, you know... I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either.
No, we, what was, so what's everybody been reading and enjoying or watching and...
Enjoying.
I've been enjoying The Boys. As we know, Amazon has been releasing them weekly because I guess now Amazon's just pretending like they're a new streaming service and they haven't been doing full seasons at a time. Because, like, ever since HBO Max and CBS All Access and Disney Plus came out, now they're doing the weekly stuff, which is a smart business decision, don't get me wrong. But now Amazon is just pretending like they've been doing that
the whole time.
and is doing that with The Boys.
Well,
which...
it wasn't an Amazon decision, it was a creator decision.
Oh.
The showrunner wanted to do it that way. And he said, his reasoning for it was, he said it was a better way to kind of, like, measure the ratings for the episodes and to see kind of, like...
He's not wrong.
He said it was a better way for them to kind of measure, like, what episodes people were liking or what was kind of catching on, like, with stuff they were doing.
Huh.
Like, how over the top they can go or how over the top they shouldn't go. And from, like, I've only watched the first 3 episodes of this season, but from what I heard from the episode 4, there's kind of moments where you guys should kind of dial it back.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if he's using it as a tool for the source material,
It's not.
okay.
It's really just kind of this over.
Well, hold on. What I mean by that is like, okay, so season 2 we're in, right?
Yeah.
If he's using it to be like, okay, episode 6 has this absurd scene, you know, you can kind of better gauge what people's reactions are when it's one episode at a time opposed to plopped together.
No, yeah, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, like, but that's the thing. Like, there's a moment, like, it's either in episode 4 or 5, but there's a moment where there's things that happen, and you're kind of like,
Well, damn.
huh, maybe we dial that back a little bit. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed most of what I've seen of season 2 so far. You know, like I said, the first 3 episodes, and I think, I mean, at this point, if you've read The Boys, I mean, you're not even watching what you've read anymore. It's just a completely whole new thing they're doing now. It's just like Umbrella Academy season 2.
Yeah.
Where the first season gave you kind of enough of what you read, and now they're just doing their own thing and it's just a whole new animal. It's The Boys Earth 2.
Sure.
Cool.
Steven?
Certainly I've been loving Spider-Woman. We are coming up on 150th or 100th issue. I want to say it's 150. I'm leaning towards 150. Anyway, so that anniversary is coming out in November. And Kelly Thompson's Black Widow. For all those people that are bummed out about the Black Widow movie not hitting theaters this month or next month. and they have to wait till May 2021. The Kelly Thompson Black Widow book is a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and it's pretty.
I think that's all the Marvel movies got pushed back to next year.
Yep.
I think Black Widow's isn't that pushed back longer than May 2021?
May 20.
It'll probably end up getting if not, it'll end up getting pushed back further anyway.
Yeah, the last thing I saw was May 7th, I believe.
Okay.
So
yeah, no, that's same thing with the Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
And for our brethren that was not here tonight, Jeremy, we are getting a one-shot for Ghost Rider. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be tied into the King
in Black stuff.
which is weird considering that one shot was just an annual that's not gonna have anything to do with King in Black.
But they're marketing it, so I just want to end that for Jeremy.
Yeah.
More Ghost Rider.
More Ghost Rider. Yeah, no. So for me, I've been like I said, I've been reading a lot of novels lately, and comic book that I have been reading through is I've been rereading and actually reading some of the stuff I haven't read before, which is Spawn. And I think we mentioned this on an earlier podcast. A couple weeks back?
Longest running Black?
No, not
comic?
even that.
Okay.
We had talked about doing some new
Breaking things down.
Yeah, breaking down some runs of stuff and start talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking notes, Will. Taking notes on the Spawn run.
Okay.
And
we shall see.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be a ride. But yeah, other than that, I mean, the other things that I've been reading that I've been excited about. They finally started bringing back some of the Black Hammer books. So you got new Black Hammer books coming out. You got Colonel Weird and Barbalian. They just started releasing the last couple issues of Skull Digger and Skeleton Boy, which is so good, so good. It's Batman and Robin set in the Black Hammerverse, basically, and it's just awesome. Yeah, and hopefully soon, since Image has been like really hyping up Witchblade in the Darkness with all the new collections of the reissues of the old material, we're going to be getting announcements for the new Darkness and Witchblade series that may be coming.
One can hope.
Matt Hawkins, get on that, because
get
come
your
on,
shit
man.
together.
Like, seriously, what is going on? You told me 2 years ago that the Darkness was going to be coming out, and it hasn't.
And we were actually promised a Darkness series.
Yeah,
last year.
Yeah,
last year.
That's
Bastard.
why I said 2 years.
I know. I'm just calling him a bastard. So, yeah.
I don't think calling him a bastard is really going to get him to work on it harder. That might slow it down.
Maybe.
No. Yeah, so super excited for stuff coming out. Pretty much a lot of stuff Image and Boom are really like hitting it out of the park right now with a lot of the stuff they're putting out. Dark Horse too. Because they got new Umbrella Academy stuff. They've got new, like I said, Black Hammer.
Vault's been doing pretty well on their own, too.
Yeah, so a lot of really cool stuff coming out. Definitely worth checking. And yeah, so this has been another October Country Comics podcast. This is Devon.
Will?
Steven.
Drew. Stephen Drew? Jessica Stephen Drew?
Jessica. Oh, I like that. Jessica Stephen Drew.
Jessica Stephanie Drew.
No, Stephen. I was never meant to be a Stephanie. If I was, I would have been born a girl.
Oh.
That's what my birth name was supposed to be.
Stephanie?
I was supposed to be a girl.
Ah. That explains a lot.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Deuces.